Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? It's Real Hall of Fame, D-Line, Tbkc, and all that other good shit. Yeah, I'm out here getting ready for my workout, trying to stay warm and all that stuff. But I tell you what, this one right here is a lot of people might not like what I have to say about this one. Some of you will, some of you won't. But it's gonna be real. Let me turn the truck off. The Michael Vick situation. Um, I see all of these posts and I see all these people who want to still condemn the man, who want to just, and I'm not saying that you don't have to be angry about what he did. I didn't like what he did. To see some of the pictures, they were terrible. It was just a terrible thing to treat animals like that. And I'm totally against, what went down. But this is my thing, man. A lot of people get self-righteous, A lot of people get self-righteous to the point that they feel like it's more about I'm gonna look at me. I'm gonna bash somebody to make myself look better. So look at me, look at me, look at me. And my thing is I've seen a lot of people do a lot of terrible things in this world, and the truth of the matter is I've seen people who've been the victim of these terrible things forgive. I've seen us forgive people who've done things that I think maybe even worse, and we allow them right back in the community, and they're doing, and they're doing more. We've seen people who literally killed human beings that get back to the top of their profession and do what they're doing, and people tend to sort of just forget about, hey, remember when he, or remember this? We've had, known rapists and child molesters and different things like that tend to still get, tend to still get a pass and to get let back into society for whatever reason without anybody, beating the drum to kill them or whatever. So as far as Mike Vick's situation is from everything I've heard, he's been a model citizen. He does things to try to amend for the damage that he's done, and I think a person should be allowed to do that. It doesn't mean that you have to be happy with what they did, but you should allow a person to progress and become a better person in life, because life is not about us running the whole gambit of life and being perfect and never making mistakes and never doing anything. Some people's mistakes will be bigger than others. Some people keep their mistakes hidden better than the others. But at the end of the day, what do we get out of constantly, wanting to see a person beat down for what they did in the past? And that's my bigger thing. It's not whether what he did was correct or whether what he did was, totally wrong, because I definitely fall on the side that what he was doing with, or what he was involved in, because I really don't think he was doing it. I think he financed it. But, whatever the case may be, what he was involved in, him and his family, it was, definitely something that I can't get down with, and I never have. But, it's funny how we pick and choose our evils. I don't see anybody blasting the pictures all over the internet of these people who pose with pictures and, of killing big, beautiful lions and tigers and shooting elephants. And I don't see any people, oh, this is an outrage when you go, and you see these people who are rocking ivory that obviously came from killing rhinos and killing elephants and different things like that. I seen a picture, pretty white lady, blonde haired lady, and she bloomed, just, blew the hell out of a big, beautiful lion, and was sitting there posing with him, and he's dead, and it's just like a beautiful thing, I guess, to certain people. But we're not berating these people, or these people aren't even going to jail because technically I guess it's legal or whatever, but I think that's just as bad. You go out and to kill an animal, to harm an animal, to abuse an animal in any way. I don't think that there's levels to the to a devil. Anytime that you do something wrong, we can't pick and choose our evils and pick and choose a certain person to make the villain of all villains, while we sit back and we allow other things from other people. If we gonna give certain people a pass, I don't think just because that he's a famous football player or whatever that we should keep on acting as if he's the face of all evil, when in reality, I look at the situation like, damn, we don't even speak on the fact of he wasn't even the one who was doing these things. And that's what I say. And I'm not, once again, I'm not taking the blame away from Mike Vick, but what I'm saying is that in our society, what we typically do is we find a person and we villainize a person depending on how we want to feel about that. You know, no one speaks of Mike Vick's cousins. No one speaks of these hunters that go out and kill giraffes and elephants and lions and tigers, and isn't this all animal abuse? You know, you killing animals for sport. I thought that's what dog fighting was supposed to be, a sport. So when you talk about hunting down these big beautiful animals out here, you know, that's a sport. So what is the evil that's so different? No matter which way you do it, you know, they shoot them, skin them, you know, tear them to parts and do whatever they want with their body parts. And we seen similar shit done with the dogs. And to me, it's all disgusting. But it is always, you know, when this topic was brought to me, I said I would speak on it, and this is my train of thought on it. You know, I don't agree with any of it. You know, in closing, and at the end of the day, I feel like that, you know, a person should be allowed, if they have stopped this activity and they're trying to make a good move forward to be a better person, allow that person to get on with their life. And that's any stage of life, not just the situation with Mike Vick, but with, you know, with plenty of people. People make mistakes. Shit, I didn't make mistakes. I didn't did terrible things. But you know, you gotta move forward with your life, and you gotta try to be a better person. You can't talk about redemption, and you can't talk about being a person that's you know, a person of faith and everything else, but yet and still you're willing to hold things over people's heads and bash them as they try to move on and make themselves a better person. Because at this point in time, you have to think about it. If a person is doing things to make themselves a better person and is trying to do things the right way and get forward with life and be productive in their community, and you are the person who are beating them down and still trying to be nasty towards them, in this situation, it's only one person who's actually being nasty and ugly, and unfortunately, that person would be you. It wouldn't be the person who's done things in the past. It's something to think about. You know what I mean? We can't pick and choose how we want to be, when we want to be, and it fits our agenda. If you a peace-loving person and you believe in redemption and all this other stuff, don't pick and choose when you want to be that person who forgives, and then that person who wants to hold stuff over people's heads. But I've been going on long enough about this, man. On to the next video. Much love. Peace.